if you're after a modern looking golf shoe with premium stability and traction, as well as a surprising amount of comfort, then I think you've definitely got to check these out. They retail for £150 in the UK and $180 in the US. And of course, I've included any discount codes and links that I've currently got down in the description below. As you can see, it has got very, very modern styling, and Under Armour are using what they call their IntelliKnit system. So it is a knitted upper, and it's using a combination of stretch and lockdown yarns. Where you've got different color textures on the upper, that means in some parts you've got more stretch, and in other parts you've got more lockdown that doesn't really give. The whole purpose of that is to give you the support where it really needs it. There's no tongue system here, it is just a one-piece upper. And looking closely at the top of the ankle area and the heel, you can see that you've got a little bit of a more flexible knitted system around the top. Interestingly, where I've got quite a skinny size 9 foot, there was a little bit of room on the outside there, but that didn't give me any issues whatsoever. It comes in 2 colorways at launch. You've got this black and red version that I've got here, and then you've got a gray version as well, which might be a little bit more suitable for the summer use. The lacing actually looks quite unique with this shoe as well. First of all, it starts quite high up the shoe, and then also it is quite wide on the shoe as well. So at the bottom and the top, you've got these 2 tabs there, which means it's really pulling the laces right across from a low point, really locking your foot in, and then you've got another little bit of strapping in the knitting there. In terms of the fit of these shoes, I'm a UK 9 and went true to size, and they fit absolutely perfectly for me. What I would say is that they have got a very close fit. So if you're someone that's used to having a lot of room in your toe box and that's what you like in a pair of golf shoes, then while that's great for comfort, it might not necessarily be ideal for performance. You can see as well that the toe box is quite low and close there to your foot. You can see here that you've got quite a decent amount of padding on the inside of the shoe as well. So although the top of the collar is quite flexible, I was actually felt quite locked in and snug with these shoes. You've also got an external heel counter at the rear here, but it's actually quite a slim one, so it's not dominating the shoe. And you can also see at the back, you've got a heel tab to help getting these on and off. From a personal design preference, probably would have preferred it if they didn't make it this fluorescent orangey pink color and rather just kind of blended it in with the rest of the shoe. The actual TPU outsole, as you can see, comes up at certain sections on the shoe across the side, and it's covering the hover foam there. And as you can see, if you look really closely at that hover foam, it's actually kind of hidden behind this webbing. In terms of a look and design, that's quite cool. In terms of then keeping that clean, if you get mud on it and stuff like that, might be a little bit trickier to keep that hover foam clean. You might be worried about the waterproofness of these shoes with this knitted upper, but you haven't got anything to worry about at all. Under Armour have put a never wet coating on the top of this shoe that kind of repels water, and it's also got a membrane underneath as well. The result is that you've got a really, really waterproof shoe, and actually when you pour water right over the laces, none of it gets through. Now I did pour water on the little collar section at the top as well, and a little bit of water did seep through that. However, you're never really gonna worry about getting water on that flexible knitted collar at the top there, so I wouldn't really worry about that all that much. When using these out on the golf course, I've gotta say, as usual, when it comes to Under Armour golf shoes, they are really, really great in the performance and stability area. You're getting tons of traction off this spikeless outsole, and you are getting plenty of stability. There's not too much twisting and lateral movement in this shoe. In the middle here, you have got these TPU studs. That's designed to give you that traction on the course and really kind of dig into the ground. But on this toe area and on the heel area, you've actually got rubber elements instead. So that's designed to give you grip where you need it in your swing as well as you rotate around. Interestingly as well, you've got different elements to these spikes on the bottom there. So you've got these circle ones, but then you've also got ones on the outside which have a bit of a more hard stop. You can see they're kind of like angled and wedged towards the outside. And again, that's designed to help you in your golf swing and try to stop you slipping outwards with your foot. What you've also got as well is these channels that you can see there. So again, the whole point of them is to allow your foot to bend where it needs to in your golf swing. These are absolutely right up there in terms of premium traction and grip from a pair of spikeless shoes. With all this talk about stability and performance, you're probably wondering how comfortable these shoes are. When I initially put these shoes on out of the box, I was thinking that they were actually surprisingly comfortable in the heel. They weren't necessarily the softest shoes I've ever worn, but that was never going to be the case. When it comes to stability and performance, it means you have to sacrifice a little bit in terms of softness and comfort underfoot. I was also thinking that that actually right here in this area, they did feel to me a little bit firm underfoot, certainly as I wore them for the first kind of 30 minutes or so. However, the more that I actually wore them on the golf course, they certainly broke in a little bit for me. And actually, after the first couple of holes, I didn't really have any concerns about the softness and comfort underfoot. These were perfectly comfortable. I didn't get any blisters. They certainly are firm, but I would still call them quite comfortable. Just note that if you're looking to get the most comfortable golf shoe with the softest cloud-like feeling and loads of room in that toe box area, that's not what these shoes are about. If you're looking for a pair of spikeless golf shoes that are comfortable, but have got a real good focus on performance and really feel that you can put tons of energy in, and these aren't gonna let you down and give you any issues in terms of your golf swing and the traction out on the golf course, then I think you're gonna wanna check out the Under Armour HOVR Tour SL. I've included any discount codes and links down in the description below. And if you're looking for a bargain on some spikeless golf shoes, then why not check out this video of my top 5 spikeless golf shoes from last year, which you're probably gonna be able to pick up in the sales for some pretty good prices.